Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, everybody. This is Tylercloud, and I welcome you all to my collection crib. Today, we're going to be checking out my entire Banjo Kazooie collection, as well as open up my premium DNA Banjo Kazooie figure. Now, Banjo Kazooie, they don't need no introduction. They're one of the saving graces of the N64. Without Banjo Kazooie, I don't think the N64 would have been as successful as it was. And we're going to check out everything I own of Banjo Kazooie. And like I said, as well as open up the premium DNA Banjo Kazooie figure. So let us begin first with the Nintendo Power magazines. These were my introduction to Banjo Kazooie. My brother collected the Nintendo Powers way back in the day. And I remember just seeing, you know, the little bird and Banjo on the cover, of course. And I just thought, oh, they're carrying a jigsaw puzzle piece there. I wonder what they're doing that for. And here we got the Banjo Tooie one. But really quickly, I want to take you, yeah, I know it's kind of showing its age, but let's kind of take you in here and just kind of show you really a lot of people's first introduction to Banjo Kazooie's world. And of course, like, there's Mumbo there. Like, looking pretty scary there. But of course, he is your helpful witch doctor who transforms you into many things. I'm looking at this magazine. I'm just like, it brings me back, man. 1998, Banjo Kazooie, Pokemon, Zelda Ocarina of Time. An amazing year. 1998, one of the great, possibly the greatest year in gaming. I don't care who you are. I mean, I was 7 to 8 years old. And, you know, just looking at pages like this at that age, you know, even like now, like bringing back, like this is a phenomenal Nintendo Power. Just a huge introduction to Banjo Kazooie. Like, you know, Nintendo, they didn't spare no expense of promoting Banjo Kazooie. They knew this was like the next. Whoops, sorry, Banjo, getting a little roomy there. Yeah, they knew like Banjo was the next big thing, and they promoted the heck out of this game. And let's see. They kind of come across the first two levels here, Mumbo's Mountain and Treasure Trove Cove. And there's Nipper there. Actually, you know, one of the few bosses in the first game. Of course, the second game would have, you know, would be known for its bosses. But, you know, Banjo Kazooie only had a couple. And look, there's Clanker there. Really, really awesome. I love Clanker. Yeah, phenomenal game. I love Banjo Kazooie. And just going through this, you know, and Gloop! Little fish there. One of my other brother loves Gloop. He just, you know, just chilling down there in Clanker's cavern there, and, you know, he gives you air bubbles. Really cool character. Yep, but there's more to go in this Nintendo Power, but that's all of the Banjo Kazooie part. But just phenomenal cover. This is a Nintendo Power 109, and of course, it would be until Nintendo Power 139 is when we would get Banjo Tooie. And this, oh god, this one's way bigger than the original Nintendo Power Banjo Kazooie. And of course, they're promoting Gold and Silver of Pokemon. Look at that, $60 for Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. You think gaming is expensive now? Look what it was back then. It really hasn't changed. It really, really hasn't. Look at that, Mickey Speedway, $60. Yeah, right. And $100 for the N64. Take me back. Take me back. But yeah, here is the Banjo Tooie part. And actually, I should have mentioned the first Nintendo Power only covered the first 3 levels. And other magazines, of course, would finish them. But I just wanted to, you know, go over these because, of course, Banjo and Kazooie are on the cover. And this one isn't as in all as the first one is, but just kind of like more just screenshots of the game and just, you know, how to get the jiggies and all that. Not exactly displaying. Oh, there's one. Kazooie sitting on an egg. I guess that's the only one they can give you. But, you know, really, really cool. And of course, you know, just Nintendo Power just takes you back. You know, if you were around in the 90s, you know, just great stuff. Banjo Kazooie, Banjo Tooie's Volume 139 of Nintendo Power. Good read, good stuff. And, take me back. All right, next up we've got the Banjo Pop Vinyl. The little pop figures. Like I've said this a lot on my show, I really don't collect these, but in terms of Banjo Kazooie, I made an exception. Banjo Kazooie there, giving a thumbs up, and Kazooie just kind of chilling in the backpack there. Oh, guys, even got the Rare logo on the back there, back of the backpack. Really, really cool. A little cute little button eyes and button nose of Banjo. Really cool. Really cute and really cool. And the other pop vinyl one I have is the one that's in the box. The Banjo Kazooie Purple Jinjo one. They're pretty much the cover of the game. Actually, since that one's being covered. Whoops. Sorry, Banjo amiibo. Rah. Let's pull up the game here. There's Banjo carrying the Purple Jinjo there. And the jigsaw, or the Jiggy there. So it's kind of cool. They made the figure replicating the cover of the Banjo Kazooie game. But yeah, and oh goodness, I'm stupid. I thought you can take these out. I don't know if you can. And I'm like, oh, do you take this out? So I'm like, no, I'm just gonna leave them in there. And of course you can't. But you know, then there's those people that smash them to bits just to get them out. But no, this thing's cool. You know, they'll remain in there forever. And yeah, it's just really, really cool. I like the pop vinyls. Like I said, not a big collector of these, but there are some that I do make exceptions for because, you know, I'm a fan of them. And, you know, it's like Raichu. You know, if there was another pop vinyl, if they make the pop vinyls of the Mega Raichu X, for instance, I'm picking that up. Banjo Kazooie, you know, I was really happy to finally get him in the amiibo. But unfortunately, my little cat Zelda decided to jump on my shelf and take a gnaw at it. But other than that, they're doing, you know, they look pretty good shape besides the wing bite mark there from the cat. But yeah, really cool amiibo. You know, Banjo standing on the Jiggy, Kazooie, of course, kind of sticking out of the book bag there. And the Rare logo once again appears on the backpack there. And what was on his necklace? Is that like a tooth? But yeah, really cool amiibo. I wish they could make more Banjo Kazooie amiibos, but make a Banjo 3, please. All right, so let's see. I'm going to move the other vinyl box out of the way. And of course, let me go over the lovely Jinjos. The purple Jinjo, the yellow Jinjo, the green Jinjo, the orange Jinjo. And I think what is my favorite of the original 5, the blue Jinjo. Beautiful plushes from Microsoft and a company called fangamer.com, I believe. So we got the 5 Jinjos here, and let's just say their eyes are interesting to say the least, but they still capture the charm of what the Jinjos are in the first game. You know, there was only 5 colors. It wasn't until Banjo Tooie was when they introduced like red and white and black. But you know, really cool plushes. I got the yellow one and the orange one from my brother last year, and that was like kind of the start of me wanting to do like a Banjo Kazooie collection. So it wasn't until now that I was able to finally gather everybody up and just kind of show how cute they are. You know, it's really cool that these Jinjos share their respective colors. You know, orange body and their belly is the opposite color. Really, really cool. And let's see, my favorite has the orange belly. The green one kind of has like his own lighter shade of green color on his belly. Kind of like the, you know, the green and the purple kind of share like their light colors. And all 3, or these kind of have the orange belly, and the orange Jinjo has the yellow belly. But yeah, really, really cool Jinjos. Microsoft released these guys. And I love, you know, the tags, you know, share their respected colored Jinjo. It's, you know, really, really cool. And actually, this one was from Japan. This is the only one that was from Japan. And all the others are American. And actually, the orange one's the only one that has a hook on the top. Really, really cool. I love these Jinjos. You know, pure plush. Got that Beanie Baby kind of stuff in it. And it's mostly plushy head and stuffing in the body. But it's mainly in the back area, kind of like where the tail is. And the butt area is where all the beans are. So, but yeah, really, really cool. And I just love the Jinjos. Like I said, red's personally my favorite color, but out of the original 5, the blue one, and I'd say the runner-up, the green one, are my favorites. Just phenomenal, guys. One more time. Let me just look at these guys. They're so cute. Long noses. Their eyes are, oh, like I said, their eyes are a little Muppety, but, you know, they're still cool. Perfect size. Not too big, not too small. You know, really adorable. And I think that wraps up the Jinjos. Jinjo. Yes, here is the Jinjonator. Recently given to me by my brother, and this thing is a beaut. Comes with his tag and everything, and he lights up. This one is the only electrical Jinjo I own. And, you know, thank goodness, you know, it has like a zipper, and you can change the battery in there. But I really don't have time to open it up and all that, but really, really cool Jinjo. It's definitely a lot different feel to the other Jinjos. Like, the Jinjos just feel like normal plush, but this is like almost like velvet kind of feel. I don't know, just like, I'm not an expert on fabric and leather, but of course, you know, the highlight is the glowing eyes of the Jinjonator. And of course, hey, just let you all know, Banjo Kazooie did not defeat Gruntilda. The Jinjonator did, and the Jinjonator didn't even appear in the second game. Like, what the heck? But yeah, the Jinjonator is an awesome plush. Of course, you know, the hand here activates his eyes. It's just a shame he doesn't shout out, you know, Joe. But that would have been like a plus. But this is still a phenomenal plush. And let me kind of just bring all the Jinjos together here. Yeah, really, really cool. Yeah, I hope, like I said, I hope they make more colors. Unless they have, and I kind of, you know, I didn't hear about it. But other than that, all the Jinjos are just adorable, cute. They all got their tags. And they're all from, what was it again? Fangamer.com. Here's all the information if you guys want to see if you can purchase some Jinjos on your own. But, you know, these are all from eBay, so, I'm sure they'll be easy to track. But yeah, leave a comment down below, which is your favorite Jinjo color? Because, like I said, personally, the blue one's my favorite. The green one's, you know, the runner-up. And the Jinjonator, he's kind of on his own. But, you know, that's awesome. The sapphire look and the kind of the ruby eyes. Just, oh, I love it. Great Jinjos. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. So let us clear all the adorable Jinjos. And let us open the Banjo Kazooie Premium DNA figure. Oh my goodness, this thing is so huge. It blew me away of how big this thing actually is. It blew me away. I'm like, where am I going to store this? Where am I going to display this? But I am definitely going to open this regardless because Banjo Kazooie is iconic. One of my favorite games, if not my favorite game. And let's go ahead and get this thing open without damaging the box because, oh my goodness, the box is phenomenal. Like, this thing is just, whew, this is how you release a product. Okay, let me see here. Where is the tape? Let me see here. Okay. Right now, let's go ahead and get this thing open. Oh, yeah. Whew. Look at that. Comes with a Jiggy. Comes with a banjo, literally. Kazooie with his kazoo. And let's see how I can get this guy open. Whew. Ah, goodness gracious. Okay. Well, there goes the Jiggy. How fitting. Move his hands, get the banjo out. Try not to take too long trying to open this guy. There we go. Woo! All right. And then we get the Jiggy that fell. There you are. Look at that little shiny little Jiggy. Love it. Little iconic piece of history of the N64. Awesome. Can I stand it up? Yes. All right. And here's Banjo's head. Oh, wow. It is soft. Look at, oh my goodness. This thing is like soft. It's not just plastic. Oh my goodness. Okay, get him out. Wow, he's not even strapped into anything. Let's see. Hang on a second. Just want to get everything out before I display. Whoop. Okay, can I just drop him out? Okay, yes, I got everything out. Okay. Let me zoom the camera down a little bit, just so I can get a good shot of everything. Okay, Banjo and Kazooie. Look at this thing articulated, and his fur is so soft. Oh my goodness. Look at him. Beautiful. Look at Kazooie with his little kazoo there. Adorable. Hey, where's the Rare logo on the book bag? Huh. Yeah, I forgot that part. Actually, is this how you hold the book bag, or is it just kind of like this? But yeah, look at that. I guess you detach his head, and you can take Kazooie out. Ugh. Let's see here. Where's Kazooie's legs? Where are you? There you are. There you go. Look at that, folks. Kazooie with the kazoo. Let me try to make her stand here. Wait a minute. God, so beautiful. Look at that. It is beautiful and perfect size, too. This could, like, match up the Pokemon legendary birds in terms of size. Holy crap. Beautiful figure. There we go. I'm going to try my best to make Kazooie stand right next to Banjo, because these are an iconic video gaming team. Look at that. Those two are amazing together. Oh my god. I gotta put the Banjo. Gotta put the Banjo on you, Banjo. Banjo, Banjo. There we go. Let's see, put his paws here. Just kind of put, you know, I'm not gonna mess with his hands. I'll just kind of put them there, and an extra part of his book bag I can actually put on the top of his book bag now. There we go. Yeah, it's just a little button on top here. You just push it right down on top. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, put Banjo back in his hands. Ugh. No, Kazooie, I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely gotta get used to the articulation. But yeah, once again, the fur is really the outstanding part. Like, it's like I said, it's soft. It's amazing. Definitely not what I expected. This toy, not only did I expect it to be this big, I did not expect it to have, like, that kind of fur on him, and having a little trouble with the Banjo. There we go. I think that's the best I can do. Let me get Kazooie back up. There we go. Let's get everybody back up here. Get all the Jinjos, get all the pop vinyls. Get everybody up here. Come on, let's make it a party. Really, really awesome figures. And, you know, Banjo Kazooie, definitely one of the greatest games of all time. You know, almost 30 years old. My goodness. I remember, like, when it was first started, it was, like, supposed to be like a pirate game, kind of like a Jack and the Beanstalk kind of pirate game. But, yeah, that didn't go so well. And then they decided to come up with a, you know, bear and bird concept. There we go. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. Just trying to put everything in view. There we go. And there's the amiibo. And, yeah, the magazines can stay down. But, yeah, look at that, folks. Banjo Kazooie. This is definitely a figure I would recommend getting. I mean, just the size of it. I mean, you can't get any bigger or, you know, perfect size to display Banjo Kazooie than these guys. You know, just, you know, Kazooie's wings are rubbery, kind of, and there goes the Banjo again. Okay, the Banjo, get rid of your Banjo. Yeah, and the Kazooie with the little kazoo there. Really, really cool stuff. You know, just great. Definitely Banjo Kazooie collector. I would definitely recommend picking this up. I think it was like $50 on eBay, so it's definitely not too expensive, especially for something this size and something that looks pretty articulatedly close to the real thing. Like, look at that. Just like his yellow shorts, you know, like the stitching inside. His ankles have that same fur texture. You know, the black belt, the blue book bag, blue eyes. You know, that grin. Kind of looks a little angry sometimes. You know, when you hold him at a certain angle. I don't know. But Banjo, oh god, he's so cool. Great gift for my brother. I thank you, Slobberous. Amazing addition to the collection crib, especially to Banjo Kazooie. I don't think you can get any better in terms of a figure than Banjo Kazooie. What was it? The Premium DNA. Let's give you show the logo here. Here's the company that made the Banjo Kazooie figure. And of course, it was this is by Rare and Microsoft, so no Nintendo license here. And you think, my goodness, you think Nintendo would allow these guys to make pop vinyls? I mean, hey, if pop vinyls are going down the tubes soon, might as well let Nintendo in on the action. I don't know, but yeah, definitely get this, ladies and gentlemen, especially if you love detail and just like, you know, size of figures. Like, this is the perfect size for Banjo. You can't get any bigger than this. Just amazing. And the fact that you can, you know, make Kazooie, you know, detach and all that, just phenomenal. Like, the best Banjo Kazooie figure I think that is on the market today. And, you know, for $50, $60, maybe $70, I'm not sure, but that's not a bad price. And, you know, for the holiday season, you know, for those who got this, I'm sure they are extremely happy, because I know I am. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching this episode of The Collection Crib. I thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and I will see you all next time. And once again, happy holidays, happy new year, and I'll see you all next time.